Hello everybody, welcome back to TìandTarot. So today's reading is all about your next job. So whether you have a job right now or don't, that's absolutely okay. You can still do this reading. This is just to gauge what your next job might be. Even if you want to stay at your job for a long time, this could be in reference to just after that period. What job you're going to kind of go into. Today we have 3 piles, and this is a pick a pile reading. And if you don't know how pick a pile readings work, you essentially just choose the pile you feel most intuitively drawn to, either based on the energy of the pile, the number of the pile, or even the object on top. So today we have 3 crystals for you to choose from. For pile 1, we have a pink cat's eye crystal. For pile 2, we have a gold labradorite crystal. And for pile 3, we have a rare purple labradorite crystal. Once you have chosen your pile, there will be a timestamp in the description box below for you to find your reading more easily, and I will meet you there. Bye. Okay, hello my pile ones, welcome to your reading. This is all about your next job, so let's get into your cards. Ooh, okay, so you have the Lovers, first of all, which is gorgeous. And then you also have the Ten of Buds. Let's also pick a tea leaf card for you. Okay, I got 2. So we have Lion, Time to Act, and we also have Lily, Spiritual Love. Oh, okay, so your next job, it could actually be to do with love in some kind of way. You might be like a relationship therapist, or maybe you spread love and joy by doing something specifically to do with spirituality. So it could be that you become a community figurehead for spirituality. Maybe you do tarot readings, or maybe you give people little like love spell potions or love readings. It could be anything like that, but something where you're sort of spreading the love, because you've got love twice. And with Lion, Time to Act, this lets me know that you will know when the time is right. And I kind of feel like you'll reach a point where you're just like, I've had enough, I want to do what I want to do. This is what I want, so I'm going to go into that. And I really feel you just deciding like, enough's enough, I got to do this. And then you just go for it. Not only might this be a profession where you are somehow inciting love or spreading love, it's also something you love. Like, it's also a job that you genuinely enjoy and feel so passionate about. And you're like, this is your dream job. I feel like in this scenario, I do feel like you are either the CEO of whatever this company is, or you are your own boss in some kind of way. So you're the one sort of creating the schedule, meeting deadlines, deciding when those deadlines are, deciding what customers to see, or what products to sell. This is your business. And with the 10 of Buds, this is essentially letting me know that whatever this next job is, your financial security is solid, it's sound. In this job, and from this job that you later on decide to go after, you have accumulated so much wealth through the effort and energy and time that you've put into this business. You've built it up from the ground into something amazing, and that has really paid off. And now you kind of have the money and the finances and the support to feel so secure, and also to be generous as well. I see you like helping people and sort of spreading your resources as well. Like, you might actually financially help people that you've always wanted to help, maybe it's a family member or a friend, but you finally get to a point where you're able to share that support. Okay, so let's get an angel number to see when this job might be coming up. So it could be that, your angel number could be 45, and whenever you see the 45 bus or the time hits 45 past, this is an indication that you're close to this job, to achieving this goal. So let's see. So you got 60. It rolled off the table, but trust me, it said 60. So let's look in my grimoire and see what is the meaning behind your angel number. Let go of sadness and think of the happiness you could have in your future. That's so amazing, because with the Lion card as well, I feel like you're almost pushed to a point where you're like, enough's enough. So I kind of feel like you might not be feeling as fulfilled as you had hoped to be in your current job, or in the job that you've been in for a while, or just got. It might not feel so fulfilling, and so you might feel a bit sad, but it almost implies that you kind of need to do the job you're at now in order to get to this place. So it could be that you need the experience from the job you're currently in order to be able to go after this dream job. So it's kind of saying, like, stick it out until you can't, and you'll know when the time is right, because you'll suddenly get this fierce, like, passion to follow your dreams and be like, enough's enough. I want to love what I do, and I want to spread love and joy. And so you're going to go after it. And so with the number 60 as your angel number, that's really important, because it's telling you focus on that future goal in order to gain the experience you need now and keep going and keep pushing until you get to that point where you're like, now I'm ready for job number 2, you know? So that's what I see for you, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello my pile 2s. Welcome to your reading, all about your next job. So you chose this gorgeous crystal. So let's get into your cards. I want it to, like, hit the light. Somebody hit the lights. Okay, so let's look at your cards. You're joking. Okay, pile 1 had the lovers too, but a different lovers card. That's so amazing. Okay, so you have the lovers. And then you also have, okay. So you also have the 4 of bungs as well. I also wanted to pull a couple tea leaf cards for you, just to also gauge what your next job might be. So you have vulture. So you've got depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. And then you also have vine, seek out information that will help you. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely feeling this. Okay. I'm feeling these cards all coming together and connecting. So, your next job, first of all, it's something you really, really love. It's something you've always wanted to do, that you really enjoy. It's something you're very, very passionate about. But because of that, because you love it so much and you're really passionate about it, you feel like it's this really fragile thing that you have to protect. Like, these are like empty glass bongs that could easily break, right? And you feel like it's something you have to protect, because it could slip through your fingers any minute, and that really makes you anxious and really stresses you out. And it kind of feels like the world's against you, and you feel like you've had so many good opportunities ripped from you in the past, that why wouldn't this also slip through the cracks? And so this is kind of urging you to make sure that you get the support you need, because in feeling all of those feelings, you're gonna misinterpret your excitement and your happiness and enjoyment for stress, anxiety, worry. And it's gonna, instead of recognizing that you feel peaceful, you're gonna misinterpret that for emptiness, which is then gonna make you feel like you don't love that job, when really you do, and it's what you chased after and wanted. So you can't let these feelings that you're misinterpreting hold you back. You have to learn to recognize what your feelings are, where they're coming from, and how to manage them. So this is kind of encouraging you to seek out therapy as well. But I'm also getting a strong feeling, just like from pile 1, I felt like they could be a relationship therapist specifically in their next job. But for you, I'm just getting therapist vibes. So for some of you, you might actually be a therapist, because we do have mention of certain feelings that could be interpreted as disorders. And then we also have seek out information that will help you, and then also spreading love and joy and things like that. So for some of you, you may actually be helping people through therapy, and for others of you, it may be that you need therapy in order to process these sort of overwhelming emotions, that finally achieving what you want and not really knowing how to feel about that, because your next job is what you want. It's something you love, but simultaneously you feel a little bit empty while doing it, and it's because you feel this anxiety about it slipping through your fingers. So you kind of need to talk to someone in order to get those feelings understood and figure out what you do feel about this job and whether you do like it or not. In terms of what your job might be, I'm definitely seeing a lot of nature. So for some of you, you could be therapists. For others of you, I'm seeing you outside. So it could be that you work with animals. Maybe you are a dog walker. Maybe you take care of a zoo facility and clean up and take care of the animals and things like that. It could be that you tend to gardens. It could be that you're a park ranger, or maybe even a graveyard worker. Something where you're tending to gardens or animals, something very genteel, and something about spreading a lot of love as well. So obviously being very kind to animals, kind to nature, giving back. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing marine biologist for some of you. But I'm definitely feeling something where you're giving back to nature, you're spreading the love. It's something really positive and really important as well. But I definitely see it's something you've always wanted as well. Okay, let's figure out what your angel number is. And when you see your angel number, let's say your angel number is 62. If you see the 62 bus, or you see that, it's 20 past 6, these could be indications that you're close to your job, or now is the time to kind of look around for this type of job or to go after what you want. So let's take a look at what your angel number could be. What did you get? You have 79. Okay, so I'm going to look in my grimoire and see what your angel number 79 means, what the message is behind that. So you have, it's never too late. Do something you've always wanted to do. That's so amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're literally being encouraged to go after your dream job, to finally be in a place where you enjoy what you're doing, to no longer feel this kind of emptiness and you're just doing a job to do a job. This is, when you see the number 79, that's the universe telling you, go for it. Go for the job you love. Go for the job you want. That saying, go for the job you want, not the job you're qualified for. Go for what you want to do, take a risk, take a chance, and see if, this could happen for you. Okay, pile twos, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. Especially number 1, I felt crossovers here. But yeah, feel free to check those out now. Otherwise, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello my pile 3s. Welcome to your reading. You chose this really beautiful purple labradorite. So let's get into your cards. So, your first card is the 10 of Wands. Yes, that's amazing. Okay, and your second card, another 10. Okay. Interesting, the 10's really important for you. You have the 10 of Pipes as well. That's really interesting. Okay. And I also wanted to pull just a couple tea leaf cards for you, which I'm shuffling around right now, off screen, just to also see what your next job might be as well. So you have the Claw, be careful, do not take risks. You also have chain of events that will affect your life. Okay. So I'm seeing a few things. So firstly, I think the current job you're in, or the job you're in before this one, was not fun. Was not a good time. That's kind of been the theme for a lot of these piles. But I kind of get the feeling like people took liberties with you. They, overworked you, made you burn out, blamed you for things that weren't your fault, ruined your opportunities to get ahead and climb the ladder. They really, really took advantage and really ruined your chances at your last job, to the point where you are feeling like a lot of destruction has occurred. You feel like everything you've worked towards has just been crumbled and taken out from under you. You might have even been fired from your previous job, or let go, or made redundant in some kind of way, because of either the lies that have been spread about you, or potentially just because, they may not have had the funds to keep you on. Whatever the reason, you may have even been let go from your last job. And this is sort of a chain of events that will affect your life, but not for the worst. It will affect your life for the better. Because over here, with the Ten of Wands, this is essentially saying that you've put a lot of work into what you've achieved, what you've accomplished. You know, each of these pipes was an accomplishment. It feels like they've been destroyed by this previous experience you've had, by this negative experience. It feels like all of the work you've done has just kind of been for nothing and it's just been flushed down the drain, when that isn't true. You've been tending to a garden that is full of plants, full of flowers, and this is just one flower, that pot that's been kicked over. And yeah, you may have to do some maintenance and try and find a new plant pot and put, you know, new seeds in and water it and grow it from the start. But, you know, that doesn't mean all of that hard work was lost. You've still got the rest of the garden. So with this loss of a job comes this extra responsibility of now needing to find a good one that, you know, hopefully won't let you go in the past, that won't take advantage, hopefully won't let you go in the future, won't take advantage, won't, you know, mistreat you or like dock your pay. Like, they'll make sure you get paid properly. And it's kind of saying, when it comes to finding another job, don't take a risk. Like, don't go after a job where you've not researched into the company and especially the employee reviews, because then you might end up back in a situation where you're with a company that doesn't support you or help you or, you know, treat you right. So remember to do your thorough due diligence, do your thorough research, and find a job that seems at least like it supports its employees, and then move into that one. But with your second job, because of all of this that I'm picking up, this chain of events, especially with the Ten of Wands here, this is saying that this incident, this past job, changed your life in the sense of it's changed the events moving forward that's going to sort of shift the trajectory of your life. And it's put you on a path, even though it doesn't feel like it, it's put you on a path towards success. It literally cleared out on its own what didn't work for you, what didn't serve you, what wasn't good for you. That the trash took itself out. The job took itself out. That bad job that didn't treat you right. You know, bad employees, bad managers, bad, you know, colleagues. All that trash took itself out. Because of that, that's cleared a path for you. Instead of having a path still covered in trash, the trash has been wiped away and now you've got this brand new path. And this path is beautiful, where you have the opportunity to grow, to develop, to have some personal development, personal growth, and professional growth as well. And now you're on the path towards what you want to be towards. In terms of what your next job might be, I've just pulled two more, because this is more so about what put you on your path to your next job, as opposed to what your next job is. And you basically have crib and cobweb. So you've got birth or concept of a child or enterprise, and you also have cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. So as I said, the trash took itself out, it wiped that road clear. And now, because of that, those cobwebs, they've been wiped off. And now you can see these beautiful flowers. Now you can see these opportunities that you can grow. So now you've been protected from these negative forces, which is giving you an opportunity to have sort of like a rebirth. It's giving you this opportunity to see a route you could go down that you didn't see before, a new idea that you didn't see before, a new opportunity. It's giving you ideas of where you want to go, what you want in a job and what you don't. So for your next job, there's been a lot of garden imagery, and then as well, this is like over the world. So I'm seeing you could be something, you know, your next job could be outdoorsy, so it could be something like you're tending to gardens, it could be that you work with animals, it could be that you work on like soft facility management, so it could be like soft maintenance, so, you know, making sure the gardens in front of facilities like prisons and courts and things are all well kept. So it could be things like that. I also see some of you might be working in this is a bit random, but you might be working in like an arcade. And then I also see for others of you, you are some sort of like embroiderer, so like a tailor. So if people have old books that they want revamped, or old furniture or old clothing that they want changed into something really beautiful. You're going to be the one that can do that. Some of you might even be like a babysitter. So I'm definitely seeing that, but I'm also seeing whatever your next job is, it involves world travel. So it could be that you have to go on a lot of site visits or a lot of work meetings that kind of take you in and out of the country, or maybe around the country you're in, but just to different states or cities. So I'm definitely seeing movement, but I'm also seeing outdoors. Lots of outdoors. You felt very indoors before, when you felt sort of destroyed by whatever went on in the past. It felt like these are like old wallpaper walls. It feels like you were stuck in a box and now you're out in the open. Okay, so let's take a look at your angel number. So this is a number that will come up in your life to tell you when it's time to go for this second job, or when it's time to analyze what it is you might want to go into. So say, for example, if your angel number was 43, if you saw the number 43 bus, or if the time was 43 past 10, that might be an indication from the universe to be like, now's the time, time to change jobs, or time that is coming, So let's look at what your angel number might be. So you have 7. The 2 and the 1 are also standing out to me, so I'm going to read those out to you. But your angel number is 7. So let's take a look at my little makeshift grimoire and see what the number 7 represents. So number 7 says apologize for something. So that's interesting. Apologize for something. Potentially in these situations there may have been something that you do feel like was your responsibility, which you may need to apologise for, but it could also just be that you need to apologise to yourself for never setting precedents to be respected, if that makes sense. Obviously, it's not your fault if someone mistreats you at work, that's on them 100%, but in terms of not being able to walk away and not be able to find another job, you just kind of need to treat yourself with like kindness and recognition that this isn't fair to you, and not assume that this is something you should put up with. You also have 1 and 2, because I said I felt a bit drawn to them. My eyes kept looking at them. So you've got open your heart to someone who is difficult and a new journey awaits you. Be brave and venture forward. 100%. So there's definitely a journey that's coming for you, in terms of your job. And as I said, it could literally be like you are traveling to site visits or to meetings and things. And in doing that, that's kind of your journey. But essentially, you've kind of had, as I said, these events have all occurred as a ripple effect through your life. So this chain of events will affect your life. You're going on a life journey because of this trash job that finally has taken itself out. You're now going on to the job that you want. You're now going into a place where you feel much more respected and supported. So that's like the journey for you. The journey is losing that in order to clearing all that trash out, in order to move forward and actually seize all of the opportunities that were there but were hidden by this previous job, and now you'll be protected on that journey as well. So that was your reading, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and if you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye.